I feel like we've been debating for a long time the whole question of how do you move American economy, how do we have good paying jobs, and I think we now have the contrast actually very clear. We have for a long time had folks who've said major tax cuts for wealthy individuals, corporations, put the capital at the top, maybe do some investment tax cuts, but then let the jobs go wherever they go. And what unfortunately has happened is really a race to the bottom for our people in America. And I certainly can speak for Michigan because the jobs went somewhere else to the lowest wage rather than investing in production here and creating the jobs here. And so I believe that the Inflation Reduction Act, coupled with everything we've done on chips and infrastructure and the other provisions, are a jobs transfer, not a wealth transfer. It may be a wealth transfer in the sense that we're not just all focused on the people at the very top, and it never seems to trickle down, not only the money in terms of people's pockets, but the jobs haven't trickled down. And now what we have is a jobs transfer. So we have a different view. And yes, it is an industrial policy. Yes, it is about investing in America, buying in America, doing those things that are going to bring jobs home. And the great thing is, it's actually working. We actually have an advanced manufacturing renaissance going on. There are projects coming to Michigan that were on their way to Canada, on their way to Mexico, on their way to other places, and now they are in Michigan, and I know that's true across the country. In just 9 months, companies have announced nearly $250 billion in clean energy investments and over 140,000 new good-paying American jobs. So I feel like we've got the case now. This is not theory anymore about should we invest in America, should we invest in American workers. And what we did in the Inflation Reduction Act was do production tax credits, Mr. Chairman, a battery production. You don't get the credit unless you produce it in America. You don't get the solar credit unless you produce it in America, and so on and so on. And that's what is beginning to happen.